Today we are celebrating Valentine's Day. I created a simple daytime appropriate look, perfect for school or work. I teamed up with Lolita Castillo and she created more of a glam look, perfect for a night out. I'll leave that link to that video in the description box below. If you're looking for more of a daytime appropriate look, then this is a perfect video for you. To prime my face, I'm starting with the Boots No. 7 Stay Perfect Primer. This was my first time trying this primer and I loved it. This gave me a very smooth and soft surface to work with. To prime my eyelids for eyeshadow, I used the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This came with the Lorac Pro palette. For eyeshadow, I used the first edition 120 color palette eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics. This is all I used for this look. The first color that I used on my crease was a light brown color. This is the last row, the fourth color in. And what I did is with windshield wiper motions, I got right into my crease using a fluffy brush. I'm using this shade as a transition color. It blended perfectly with the rest of the shades that I use in the palette. Using a denser and more packed brush, I'm using the fourth row, second color. It's a light pink, and I'm placing this light pink color all over my eyelid, just packing on the color. Using the last row, the sixth color in, which is a darker brown, I'm going to place that in the outer part of my eyelid, just deepening the color to my liking. Picking up a fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend out any harsh lines and making sure that the colors blend perfectly together. Using the darkest brown and the darkest purple in the palette, I'm going to mix both of them together and put that in the outer part of my eyelid. The reason I went with the dark purple is because I wanted this color to bring out the brown in my eyes. Picking up the fluffy brush again, just blending out any possible harsh lines that I might have. Before finishing the eyeshadow look, I wanted to do my eyebrows. This helps me with when I'm highlighting the brow bone. So with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, I like to line my eyebrows. And with the NYX Brow Cake Powder, I like to fill in my eyebrows. Using the first row, fourth color in, which is just a basic white color, I'm highlighting my brow bone. For this look, I didn't want to do an intense black eyeliner, so I went with the NYX Eye and Eyebrow Pencil in the color medium brown, and I winged out my eyeliner. I definitely went a little va-va-voom with the mascaras and my eyelashes, but I love using both of these together. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic, and this lengthens my eyelashes. I also use the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and this adds tons of volume to my eyelashes. So moving on to foundation, this is definitely one of my favorite foundations. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the dewy and smooth version. And with a Real Techniques Beauty Blender, I am pouncing that all over my face and making sure it is nice and blended. Time to conceal those beautiful dark circles. I'm using the NYX Dark Circle Concealer and placing that in a U shape where it will hide any of my blueness or dark circles that I have. On top of that, I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio, and that's going to go in a V shape. I'm also going to use it as a highlighter, and I'm going to place that on my chin, my nose, and my forehead, and right above my lip. With the Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to blend all of that out, and of course I'm going to set my under eye and anything I've highlighted with the L'Oreal Hydro Perfect Loose Powder. I highly recommend this powder. I do not understand why this powder is not talked about. There's definitely that Laura Mercier powder that's perfect for setting, but this is $20 less and absolutely amazing. Using a dry Real Technique sponge, I pretty much bathe the sponge in the powder and place that all underneath my eyes. I let that sit for a few minutes as I set my foundation with the NYX Stay Matte Powder Foundation. Using the Milani Baked Bronzer number 4 called Glow, I'm going to use a Real Techniques sculpting brush and I'm going to bronze up my face. I like to place the bronzer on my cheeks, temples, and following my hairline. Using the Profusion blush and bronzer, I'm using the lighter bronzer shade and placing that same place that I use the Milani Baked Bronzer on my cheeks, my temples, and my hairlines. I'm just using a different brush. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. Dipping an angled brush into the kind of bronzy looking highlighter, I'm going to place that on the top of my cheekbones, my forehead, and of course my nose. To dust off all that powder that I have underneath my eyes, I am using the damp Real Technique sponge and blending that in. To tightline, I'm going to use the same brown eye and eyebrow pencil that I used from NYX earlier. I'm also going to pick up a brush and I'm just going to blend all of that out so it just gives me a very nice smoky look. To finish the eye look, I just used a little bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline Last Sensational. Now for one of my favorite parts, which is the lips, I use the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the color East and Snob. And for lipstick, I use the Milani Matte Darling. I absolutely loved this combination of lip liner and lipstick. I will definitely be using this more often. And of course, to finish off the look, I spray my Mario Badescu facial spray. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So this is the final look. I love how it turned out. I hope that you get to try it out. And I hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day with whatever it is that you do. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.